The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. Roberto Carlos making his 200th appearance today. I guess that's the most significant team news.
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here too, Peter. You can really tell how eager he is to leave his mark on this game. And when he's in that sort of a mood, he usually gets what he wants.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Casemiro gets across to intercept that. He's a sharp little ball here. Ball quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he's picked it up out wide. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. He rises! It's bounced back off the post. And the pass is intercepted. Neymar. That is ended up in no man's land. Kroos. And he's there to make the challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. That's a cute ball. Toni Kroos. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Neymar. And this is Luis Suarez. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Hullet. Very nicely done. It's loose now and they want to get it back. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Inter Milan still without a single shot on target. Benzema chasing after it. Saliba makes the interception. Toni Kroos. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Benzema. Toni Kroos. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Kroos to take it as usual. Bergomi clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Hullet. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Luis Suarez. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Ronaldinho. Luis Suarez. Mbappe. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression. Inter are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Quality ball. Hakimi just loves to go forward whenever he can. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Di Maria.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Decent chance!
That, Peter, is wonderful reach.
Shapes to shoot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And Inter now could counter-attack. Tries to pass it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Chance! Oh, that's fab. And one more try! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
He's had it taken off him. He's gone for goal! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
And that's another good win of the ball. Can he get on the end of this? Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Corner number 2 then. And he thumps it clear. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Bale. Now there's a... It's Di Maria! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, there's a probing ball. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Inter Milan head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Shoots! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. How smart was that? Such a delicate finish.
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he showed both a quick head and even quicker feet.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them.
There's the shot! It's in! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, taken with style! They are right back in business!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Big chance! Goal! Inter! And they get themselves in front! So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
And yes, it's him again. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Pass somewhat off target. And here's Mbappe. Toni Kroos. Chance here to counter. Bale has a look inside the box. deftly away. Neymar looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Benzema. Hakimi. Casemiro, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Luis Suarez. That pass has been well intercepted. Ronaldinho. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's a pretty loose pass. Luis Suarez. Oh, nicely intercepted. Di Maria. Nesta cuts out the pass. Well read, nice interception. Neymar. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Bale. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bergomi. Ronaldinho. He won't be happy with that one. Bullet. Saliba calmly anticipates. Now it's Bale. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And this is Luis Suarez. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a corner kick.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 14.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Numero 15. Numero 17. Neymar. Numero 20. Ronaldinho. Numero 10. Lasciano il
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Numero 9. Eto'o. Il numero 8. Il numero
And the
22.
shot!
Il numero 27. Il numero 19.
Toni Kroos.
Messi.
That looks a cracking ball. He's picked his way through. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Check clears. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Messi. And the finish! They want to be quick to recover this. And this is Messi.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Eto'o. Messi. Now it's Zico. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Casemiro. Zico. He's through, now is he in? He's keen, determined to have his say.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. He's having a shot! They've done it! And that is it. The referee has seen enough. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. There is Franck Ribéry. Just a smashing player, Jim.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll see an awful lot of him out on the wing here, Peter. He'll inject an awful lot of energy and pace into this team's attack, but he's also got an eye for a killer ball. That's why he's racked up so many assists at club level.
Yeah, double figures every season is the norm for him. Great numbers.
Yeah, can't argue with stats like that.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Eto'o. Well-timed, excellent interception. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He gets big! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
I doubt very much that this was... Good chance here! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Del Piero. Now it's Eto'o. And this is Eto'o.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Ronaldinho. Eto'o. Salam. Looking for the run. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Chance! They've scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Knocks it out wide. Oh, super ball. Goes for a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Eto'o. Ribéry. It's a good spell of possession, this. It's a pretty loose pass. Del Piero. And this is Eto'o. And that's a good ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, they've got it again. And here's Eto'o. And that's another good win of the ball.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Gets a good foot in there. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Vieira. And he was quick to react. And it's Del Piero. Arsenal trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Del Piero. Inter Milan are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Rijkaard.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Vieira. Mbappe. And it's Del Piero. Can he spark a counter here? Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Back into the middle. Can he finish? Oh, that is asking. And the keeper couldn't hold it. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
A case now of complete control. Eto'o receives it in a good position here. Ronaldinho ploughing through the middle. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off. And we're off again.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
That's a shade optimistic. Nesta. Roberto Carlos. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ronaldinho. Messi. Messi powering forward here.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And this is Eto'o. No, that's been intercepted.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left.
Shot a goal! Seedorf is flagged offside.